Today we're bringing our attention to the issue of overfishing and its implications on marine ecosystems. Overfishing happens when an adult fish is harvested far before it has a chance to reproduce, which results in the decline of fish populations. Subsequently, the population of a fish declines and reduces a fishery's maximum sustainable yield, which is defined as the maximum fish biomass that can be removed yearly and still be sustained by the fishery's ecosystem.
Overfishing occurs for several reasons. Illegal or unregulated fishing accounts for 30% of the catch for high-value species, and subsidies also pose a problem. Subsidies can lead to overcapacity of fishing vessels and skewed production costs so that fishing operations can continue despite the lack of economic benefit. These actions lead to the decrease in the health of ecosystems and a decrease in food supply and economic stability. Now let's take a look at some of the data collected about this issue.
According to a report by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, 80% of the 191 world marine fish stocks in the United States that we have sufficient information on are fully exploited, overexploited, depleted, or recovering from depletion. Additionally, overfishing affects the sizes of fisheries. Fishing practices have removed 90% of large predatory fish species, resulting in the fish industry concentrating on smaller fish and have led to the decline in the population of larger predatory fish. At this rate, fish stocks have predicted to be depleted by 2048, and this depletion threatens human food supplies, jobs, and the overall well-being of marine ecosystems.
We are also left with the issue of bycatch. Bycatch makes up about 1/4 of the world's total marine fish catch. For some fisheries, this number can even reach up to 8 times the amount of the target species. Even though these animals are protected by U.S. law, they are still being caught unintentionally and left to die.
Despite efforts to halt overfishing, we have still yet to find a suitable solution to help regulate fisheries. Fisheries management, which are organized efforts directed at regulating fishing activity with the goal of maintaining long-term fishery, have historically been geared towards sustaining human employment rather than preserving self-sustaining marine ecosystems. Evidence of this can be pointed to the fact that managed fish species, such as anchovies, cod, flounder, or haddock, still suffer from the effects of overfishing. And with that in mind, we as humans should start looking at real sustainable solutions to help prevent the effects of overfishing from spreading.
The U.S. imports 90% of its seafood, making it the largest single country importer of fish. In order to make a change, we need to advocate for the end of illegal fishing, address the fishing subsidies, and work with organizations such as the World Wildlife Fund to create and expand marine protected areas. We should also attempt to find alternatives for depleting species and know which species to avoid.
The oceans are constantly undergoing the challenges of human interference and exploitation. Let's do our part as citizens of the world to advocate for their protection and preserve them for years to come. Thank you for your attention.